I'm still trying to figure this thing out, by the way. So if I make mistakes, that's why. I just got this thing, and I just decided to start streaming my first game after I bought it. So I'm still trying to figure out all of the speeds that I need to, like the appropriate speeds that I need to be at for certain maneuvers. Like the F15, for example, it can take this no problem. But I guess this thing, it just has so much going on with it. Pull up right here and go back down. Has so much going on with it that, you know, because I thought this thing was like actually really strong as far as like the way it looks, the way it handles, the way how much weight it can carry. I can say this: the engines do feel very powerful, but they don't really like scream at me. You know, like they don't really feel like, for example, like they feel like maybe a little bit better than the F14. So we're gonna pop up here. We're gonna do a where we're gonna have to go to the. Let's go to the right here. We're gonna go ahead and bank to the right. We're gonna get fast again, and where you can see we're carrying right now GB39s. We're carrying 20 of those, right? Then we're carrying some AGM 65, some Mavericks. I wish this thing had a little bit more flare and chaff, but I guess 60 is all it can take. We're gonna go ahead and make our strip point to Echo 4. That looks good. And let's go ahead and roll in. Okay, so we got an F18 right here. And we're gonna go ahead and start notching here. Okay, I can see him over there. This is what we're gonna do. We got a J10 on our 6 o'clock as well. He probably knows that we're really heavy. Hopefully we can beat him down here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go in for these GPUs. Oh, wait a minute. Gonna pop up. Let's get a good thermal sight picture on this right here. And pig 1 away. Pig 2 away. Pig 3. And let's do pig times 4 and 5 on these guys. 6 and 7. Let's hit him again. And we are just going to go ahead and roll out here again. Pick up our speed. And hopefully they get to their target. Should be close enough for that. Oh, whoa, holy shit. What the fuck was that? Okay. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, wake up, let's go. Come on, wake up. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Should not be dogfighting right now. Oh, come on. I should have cut engines. I didn't cut my engines. Bro. Ah, that's kind of that sucks. I don't even think we got any targets hit, man. I don't know. I don't know how we didn't hit any targets. Still figuring this thing out. Still figuring this thing out. Damn, man, that sucks. Like we don't even have anything to defend ourselves with in terms of air to air capability other than two radar missiles and two Fox ones. And I was carrying this loadout right here. Wait, no. Which loadout was I carrying? This one? I think I was carrying. Yeah, I was carrying this one right here. So for this loadout right here, this was supposed to be like me taking all of these bombs here, these glide bombs, making a steer point at one target, like an airfield, or let's say um a group of individuals or whatnot, and then we will release the bomb series at times 20, so the full bomb series, and that's the idea of this. Another thing that you could do with this is, say for instance, like I said, it's any type of static target like an airfield or something. So you could kind of take this into ground sim. You could take this loadout into ground sim and kind of simulate seed. So you could again use the bomb series for times 20 and release all of these bombs at one target at the same time. He might be able to, or the individual might be able to intercept all 20 bombs, but I feel like if you were to space them out, they're easier to see on radar versus if they're in a cluster in one spot, he's gonna have to hit all of them and worry about hitting all of those bombs before they hit him. And he's not going to necessarily worry about me. It's not like, oh, I'm going to launch one, he's going to shoot it down. I'm going to only get to defend for maybe 10 seconds, and then I have to turn back in. So it's kind of like that's the idea of this loadout. As far as taking it into ground sim, like I said, you could the only use case for it is probably bombing like an airfield. So you really don't even have to get that close. But other than that, you could take this loadout just purely to wipe out an entire fucking battle, in one go. But that's the idea of this. We're probably not going to end up doing that right now, just simply because this is not like the environment for it. Like I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I don't I don't have the best teammates, but they're doing it better than me, but I'm gonna have to figure this thing out a little bit more. But this is my loadout for now. I have this loadout right here in case I want to do a more in case I want to do like a more, how do I say that? Like you can see it in the name. It's a fast attack local strike. So that pretty much means that it's gonna have to be a strike that I can do without worrying about too much interference. And I can pretty much go in nice and close and make sure that those bombs hit their target. It's the same principle of using like a CBU like 87 or something. You want to make sure you get BDA of the impact and the threat, so you can get nice and close rather than obviously using these standoff weapons that we have to where you can get BDA, but you're gonna have you can again you'll be at a further distance unless you move all the way in. But that's the principle for that. Like these two right here, the deep interdiction CAS, and then this fast attack local strike. That's the pretty much the principle behind it, right? This one is supposed to be a little bit like obviously like longer range. So like this is like me going all the way across like close to their spawn and bombing like a convoy, like a stale convoy, like a static convoy or something like that, or maybe a ICBM or something along that like that, of that nature. This right here, this is a CCRP double tap. So this is me making a steer point on the map. This is me. I have conformal fuel tank. So again, um this could be a mission to where I need to go a little bit longer range or a little bit longer distance. So I do have conformal fuel tanks on that one, but I also have a regular um GPS glide bomb. Then I have a eGBU bunker buster. But they're both 2,000 pounders, right? And so let me see if I can find it right here. So they're both 2,000 pounders. This one is a little bit heavier. This one is a little bit lighter. No, excuse me. I got them vice versa. This one is a little bit heavier. This one is a little bit lighter over here. But it's a bunker buster. So yeah, well, obviously it's gonna be heavier. I wish they modeled the actual like kinetic penetration that it had or that it has. I wish they modeled it in game, but right now, nothing like. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to demonstrate it right quick. I'm gonna try to demonstrate it, and let's see. So let's do uh, fuse 10 seconds. No series, and then we got the CCRP double tap with the 2,000 pounders guided munitions. And I'm gonna just see because usually, like say for instance, if you were targeting a tank with this bunker buster instead of like actually targeting like a bunker, you would think that the penetrator or the kinetic energy alone would damage the tank before it actually explodes. So with this actually having a penetrator and actually a being made to bust bunkers, theoretically it should kill a tank before the explosion. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try to get a direct hit on a tank. Where's the tank set? Right here. We're gonna go to the eGBU paveway. We can get a little bit further. Like I felt like it was gonna have more thrust. I feel like, or just more like acceleration. But it's not really like I said. It feels different, but it just doesn't. It doesn't shock me. I thought this was gonna be like a really good, fast mover, and it is. It's like look, we're getting up there. We're already at 1.16 right now. But I just thought it would actually have like a little bit more power in terms of like acceleration. Because I mean, this thing, I don't think it has the engines that that it's famous for. But I mean, it's a fucking F15, so like I mean, it pretty much has some of that capability to some extent, right? Let's turn in. It does feel really good to fly though. And these are like my shoot cue lights. I don't know what they're called in real life. Okay, so we are going to use the laser for this. But let's just target right quick. Let's make sure we can actually target one of these things right here. And so let's just go for like the engine, like the back part, just to make sure that we have a good hit. That looks good. And let's go to the. Oh, did we drop it accidentally? I think we dropped it accidentally. Fuck. I think we dropped it accidentally. Hold on. I think we fucking dropped it. Damn it. It's fine. It's fine. No way. I dropped that bomb, those bombs going away, and it's actually turning in for it, bro. If that thing, if it actually, bro, it's gonna kill it. It's going for it. It actually turned all the way around. What the fuck? Yo, they're going for it. Yo, what? Okay, they ran out of energy. That's crazy, bro. I was gonna say, dog, like that's actually insane. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go for the EGBU here. No, we're not. Yo, are they actually gonna hit it? What? That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. I don't think y'all understand how crazy that is. I didn't know. I didn't know that they actually had that capability. So that's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. So what I'm geeking about right now is the fact that I was turned all the way, like I was turned away from the target. So I made a steer point on that tank. I turned away from it, released all of my bombs, and they completely, like, obviously they're glide bombs, but they completely turned like 180 degrees. They turned 180 degrees and went straight for the target. They still had enough energy to go to the target after turning 180 degrees. That's what I'm geeking about. I didn't know that they could do that. So like that tells me like, okay, sure, why not be nose hot to the target? But if you don't have to be nose hot to the target, if you know you have enough altitude and enough speed, you can turn around. You can turn around, stay defending, release your glide bomb, specifically the GB39s, release the GB39s, and you can just go about your day. Like these are like fire and forget. Like these are just like if you want to do seed, or like if you want to like assist in doing seed, that's you need the GB39s. Is what I'm trying to say. Cause that's crazy. Anyway, let's redo this. We're gonna go to the paveway. Make sure we have a good. We're gonna go for the front side, like right there. Actually, no, no, no. We're gonna go for the back still, like right there. And just to have the best probable chance of it hitting, I'm gonna do the CCRP thing. Probably gonna go just slightly above the target. By the way, how y'all like the paint job? I think it's pretty cool. I don't. I wonder why like we go so slow whenever we don't have the engine. Like, what's that about? Okay, here we go. Coming up on our release point. Pickle. And we're gonna go just slightly above, like right there. Right there is fine. Yeah. Well, no, right there. Yeah, right there. And we're just gonna see if the kinetic energy kills it. Let's go out of the MVGs here. You see what I'm saying? It just hit it. Nothing happened to the tank. It actually looked like it kind of bounced off a little bit, didn't it? So like that's my thing. If it bounced off of the target, that's an issue because that's like that alone is not realistic, obviously, right? So it's kind of a bummer. Let's try to gun this guy here. Like it does accelerate pretty fast. I was expecting a little bit more, but for some reason, I don't know why. It feels like for me it doesn't hold energy. I thought it would. Okay, completely messed that up. My guns are on the right side. I'm not an F-18. Let's check this out. We're gonna just pull up. I don't know if I released anything. Oh, I did. I did. It's going. Yeah, like okay, that for example, like I lose speed really fucking quick, but I can gain it back really quick as well. I still gotta see how she flies with automatic leveling. Holy, am I gonna die before that bomb explodes? I am. All right, it's fun, man. It's a fun plane. It's a fun plane. Yeah, but yeah, man, we got more coming, man. We gotta get this rest of this stuff forward, and we're gonna fly the B-52 a little bit more, and it's all gonna be done in some sim. Probably gonna do a little bit more ground sim as well. Let's see if we got the ground sim game going. Nope, no ground sim. But this is a pretty good lineup. I feel like across the board, like you got like a niche long range setup right here, like the F-14. You got a big bomber, strategic bomber. You got the F-15. You got the A6 Tram, which is one of the like niche fucking planes. A10C, super based, and the Super Hornet, super base as well. I mean, like, can it get any better? Like, yeah, sure, the F-16, but like, I have the F-16 in fucking France. I just like the F-15. By the way, I like the F-16 more than I like the F-15. But the F-15, it just looks like super. masculine for some reason. Like it just looks fucking mean. But I'm not saying it's the best looking. Like I asked this question before, like who has the biggest muscles, like the F15 or the MiG 25? Like just or the F14 or the F15. Like stuff shit like that. Like because even the F14 looks kind of mean, looks kind of muscular. You know, F14 looks like it does calisthenics and yoga leg day, and then the where is it? The F15 looks like it does like fucking bench, fucking bodybuilder, creatine, fucking bench presses and shit. Looks really fucking cool. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get off of here, man. I appreciate anybody who stopped by and watched or whatnot. Till next time.